Okay, so now in this video, what I want to do is, again, I want to get access to the data, but I want to get access to the data from here. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to add another parameter here. This parameter will be a function. We're going to name this callback. Okay, instead of spinning out to the console here, we're going to do callback, and we're going to pass it results. Remember, the results is this data right here that's coming back. This function, we're going to pass this function as the second parameter, meaning that it's going to be right here. I'm going to comment these two guys out just to focus on one of them so we can explain one of them by itself. So in fact, I'm going to delete everything else just to focus on this. Okay. There is many ways we could write this. So let's first write it the simplest way, I think, which might be the easiest way, and depending on the look and feel that you like. I'm going to create a variable here called, I'll call it const where clause, because a filter is basically like a where clause. And then here, const, I'll call this func for function. Okay, and there's many ways you could write this function. Let's do it the arrow way, and the arrow way is that this is a function right here, callback, that takes in one parameter. So I'm going to say here, open the letter R for results. I'm just picking any name here, and then here in curly brackets, this is the work that we're going to do. Okay. Now, to prove that it's coming from the outside world, okay, I'm going to say, we're going to say here console log and print out R. Now remember, notice here we're outside of the function. This is the beginning and ending of the function. So here we are outside of the function. Okay. Now remember what I said is that this function takes on two parameters, a filter, which is a valid JSON object or document that they might call it. This is just a JSON object that represents a query. So I just put a where clause. And then this func, which is going to represent a function. In our case, it's going to be the callback. Okay, and the key thing based on what you see here, this signature right here, it is a function that takes in one parameter. This is a function that takes in one parameter. Here's the one parameter. Here's the body of the function. I'll then do this. I'll say where and func. So this where will replace this filter. This func will replace callback. Let's save it, and let's see if we can get back Brooklyn. Okay, let's run this. Okay, I got nothing. Why did I get nothing? Oh, because I redirected it to the report, and here goes the report, and there goes my data. Okay, so again, if you look at the way I ran it, it got redirected to the report. So that's one way of running this code. I will do it several ways. You pick the way that you like, but they all basically mean the same thing. So in the next video, we'll experiment with another way.